It's a big deal, the Oval Office.
Today, there is the first known case of coronavirus inside the West Wing.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange.
A member of the U.S. Navy who serves as one of President Trump's personal valets has tested positive, upsetting President Trump when he found out and raising concerns about his own possible exposure. The valets are members of an elite military unit assigned to the White House who work incredibly close to the president and the first family.
I've had very little personal contact with this gentleman. Know who he is, good person, but I've had very little contact. Mike has had very little contact with him.
Sources tell CNN the unidentified male exhibited symptoms while on White House grounds this week, though it's unclear when he was last in the Oval Office. In a statement, a White House spokesman told CNN the president and vice president have since tested negative for the virus and they remain in great health.
The president is doing fantastically today, as is the vice president.
Despite CDC guidance issued by his own administration, President Trump has resisted wearing a mask so far by citing how often he and his senior staff are tested. As he hosted medical professionals at the White House yesterday, a reporter pointed out that no one was social distancing or covering their face.
Look, I'm trying to be nice. I'm signing a bill, and you criticize us.
The White House hasn't said whether today's news will change the president's behavior going forward, as one of his top aides deflected.
And I think if anybody should start wearing masks and showing more respect, it should be the media.
According to the Associated Press, Trump has told advisors that wearing a mask would send the wrong message as he focuses on reopening the country. He says he wore one briefly in Arizona this week before later removing it.
I had it on backstage, but they said you didn't need it.
CNN has also learned today that the CDC prepared detailed guidelines for reopening the country, but the White House rejected them and asked for changes. The guidelines put together by health experts offered more details about reopening schools, churches, and restaurants. But an administration official told CNN the White House felt they were overly prescriptive because guidance in rural Tennessee shouldn't be the same as guidance for urban New York City. The press secretary reiterated this week that the White House wants governors to implement their own guidelines.
We have this beautiful concept called federalism, which means that the states lead on this.